YouTube, what is good with y'all boys today? Today we're back at it again with another reaction video. We're going to be reacting to this boy, Eric the Electric. Yes. Now, this dude is crazy when it comes to eating food. Yes, he does some crazy shit. He be eating like, I saw a video where he ate 100,000 calories in 100 hours. Yes, so let's get straight into it. See, he survived the world's heaviest man's diet.
This is what the world's heaviest man
daily diet
eats for breakfast. To start off his day, Walter Hudson ate 12 eggs, a pound of bacon, 32 sausages, an entire loaf of bread with grape jelly, and a pot of...
Damn, bro. First off, look at him. He looked like he a fucking monk or something. He looked like he like preached some type of religion or something, bro. Damn. I don't even know how you get that big.
Coffee. I'm giving myself until midnight tonight to finish not just this breakfast, but everything else on Walter's meal plan, which, as I'm sure you can imagine, is pretty gigantic.
Damn.
Just like I'm gonna be by the end of this challenge.
Oh my goodness, I can barely see you guys over my gigantic stomach.
To kick off meal one, I poured an entire pot of coffee. And a few seconds later, I realized I should actually toast.
Alright, bro. Somebody needs to explain to me how one person is capable of eating all of that, bro. Someone needs to explain this to me right now. Either A, he's throwing up, like, because I don't know how someone can stomach all that. B, his shit just gets so, his stomach gets so big and it just pops. Or C, he's getting, like, the worst stomach pains of all time. And I don't know how you can, like, even deal with that and keep eating through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone genuinely needs to explain this to me, how someone can eat this.
That bread. Oh, dang it. Looks like this got a bit overcooked.
Alright, y'all. How much of this could you get through in one sitting? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest right here. I'm getting through all that bacon. That's easy. The bacon's gonna be easy. 1, 2... it depends. If I stack it all on bread, I probably get through like 4 bacon, egg, and sausage sandwiches. Probably 4 of them. And there's a whole fucking loaf of bread there, so I'm gonna be cooked even getting through any of this. I know I can eat all that bacon. 5 eggs. If I eat it separate and not on sandwiches, I'm getting through all the bacon. Like 5 of those eggs with the bacon and like some sausage and a couple pieces of toast, but absolutely not. Nowhere close to finishing the whole thing.
Even though this bread was a little extra toasty, everything was tasting amazing. The highlight of this meal was definitely the crunchy bread. After working my way through most of the bread and some eggs, this challenge was off to a great start. All right, our eggs, along with our first cup of coffee, have been eliminated. Now it's time to work on my breakfast sausage. It's a firm belief of mine that breakfast sausage cannot be eaten without some delicious maple syrup. Shout out to all my Canadian viewers.
That shit low-key bust. I ain't gonna lie. That shit low-key bust.
This video. Breakfast sausage pairs perfectly with maple syrup. The other combination it pairs perfectly with, some tasty leftover eggs and maple syrup. I made quick work of the rest of the breakfast sausage. All right, the sausage is down. So far, this meal is tasting amazing. I set my sights on the bread next. I gotta get to work on this bread. After using pretty much half the jar of grape jelly, I had myself a grape jelly sandwich. That was a lot of jelly. Obviously, I was in the mood for sugar because grape jelly sandwiches just sounded good. But a few minutes later, I brought an old friend to the party.
Bro.
I need to know down below in the comments who is team.
Like, just between the jar of jelly and that whole thing of peanut butter, that's like an extra probably 2,000 calories on top of all this.
Chunky peanut butter. And who is team creamy peanut butter. Nothing rings my bell.
I genuinely believe this man can eat the most on planet Earth. Like, no one's out eating. I saw him do a 100,000 calorie challenge in 100 hours, bro. Like, how do you not explode or pop? Like, bro, I try to eat 10,000 calories, bro. You gonna see me in the EMS. You going 911, my stomach done popped. Shit. Or I'm throwing up every 5 minutes in between when I'm eating. It's one or the other, bro. I don't know how he does. Like, someone gotta explain that to me, bro.
Smells like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or a couple.
And like, this is only meal 1, so he's gonna eat like a whole bunch of other ones throughout this. Like, I just really don't understand it.
Toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Goodness gracious. I'm like out of breath. So much bread. It's probably too much information, but there's a reason why I chose this mug. It's because it's the truth.
You'll find out very shortly why this was so troubling. I took a few more sips of coffee and got back to work on the rest of the bread. Grape jelly just wasn't cutting it anymore, so I decided to use some peanut butter to get down the rest of the bread. But at this point, the bread was really starting to fill me up.
I have to chew on the bread right now.
Next, I set my sights on the bacon, dipped in some maple syrup, of course. I thought that combo was tasty, but what I made next was about to be even tastier. I slathered some peanut butter on some leftover bread, added a few slices of bacon on that bread.
No, he's about to make some bullshit.
Topped it with some grape jelly, of course. And then I had to do one last thing.
Oh man.
Yo, does that look like it smacks? That look-y might smack. I'm not gonna lie, it might look weird, but that look-y might smack.
I am most definitely going to be regretting this tomorrow morning.
And you know that shit busting. He know that shit busting, bro.
W. Oh, W moment.
This was one of the most unnecessarily delicious things I've ever eaten in my life. After making quick work of it, the only thing left was one slice of bread.
Last piece of bread. Whew. That was a lot of coffee.
All right, that was an 8,000 calorie breakfast. I'm not gonna lie, if you give me the entire day to eat that, I might get it down the entire day, but I'm about to wake up 6 in the morning, eat like 2,000 calories of it, go back to sleep, wake up, eat like, you feel me, 1,000 calorie meal each time throughout the day. Not one sitting. Like, my shit would pop. I would pop. I don't understand how he does this. I know I said it way too much, but like, I really don't. I really don't. And next, what is this shit's looking like, bro? That shit probably like, like, bro.
Breakfast was complete.
He probably on the toilet, butt ass naked, with his toes gripping the floor, bro. He's probably having like the worst shits of his life after these challenges, bro.
Next up was Walter's snack. According to the article that I got Walter's diet from, his between the meal snacks consisted of a handful of candy bars. But how much is a handful? After a few Google searches, I realized that a handful could mean anything. Thankfully, I had something up my sleeve. All right, everyone, so I have a random number generator on my phone with numbers 3 through 6. A handful to me is like 2 or 3. A handful to Walter Hudson is probably like double that. So I'm gonna let this decide for me. After seeing how many candy bars I had to eat, all that
Your clients dream big. Your agency builds bigger.
that coffee hit me. I hit the store to get my candy bars, and I saw one that really caught my eye. And then I had one of the worst caffeine crashes of my life. I started with the Reese's Fast Break Bar, and since I'm a Reese's lover, this got a fire. I took down the Fast Break Bar along with the Hershey's Cookies and Cream Bar.
Reese's Big Cup with Reese's Puffs.
This Reese's Big Cup was also incredibly delicious. But the bar I was most curious about was up next.
And now what I've been looking forward to trying the most, the Fruity Pebbles chocolate bar.
The craziest part, this had real Fruity Pebbles inside.
Bro, like, this dude would deadass eat all this shit and act like it's, like, slight. Like, I don't understand. He'll act like it's slight, bro. He'll be like, hold on, I just gotta walk around real quick. He'll be like, hold on, y'all, mid-challenge. You gotta go take a shit or something. Come back and eat. Like, start downing. Bro would take one shit and come back and act like 10,000 calories just drained from his system, bro. Like, I don't understand it, bro.
Woo.
Or he'll leave, go pop some Pepto-Bismol and come back and just start devouring the rest of his food. Like, it wasn't, like, he didn't just eat 20,000 calories.
A few minutes later, all the candy bars were down.
Everyone just like that. 4 candy bars are down.
The first snack was complete. Next up, lunch.
Everyone, so far this challenge is going fantastic. The only thing I'm starting to worry about is the fact that I haven't used the bathroom today.
Oh, that's about to be a dangerous shit, brother. That's about to be a dangerous shit. Like I said, he about to be butt-ass naked with his toes gripping the floor.
And then it hit me. I needed to find a bathroom ASAP. I'll see you guys on the other side.
Bro, he didn't have to really take a shit ASAP because he had to set up the camera and redo it, bro. If you really had to take a shit that bad, he would be on the iPhone recording himself while taking a shit, bro.
All right, everyone, it's time for lunch, and all I gotta say is exercise. I thought you meant extra fries. Man, I really gotta get a new joke.
Walter's lunch beverage was a large bottle of soda.
It's almost 5 p.m. right now. I'm having a bit of a late lunch, but
2 footlongs, a bunch of fries, and a whole large soda. Now, I'd like 2 footlongs, that's probably what? 2,000 calories each. 4,000. On top of that, a handful of fries, probably another 1,000. 5,000. That's probably like a 6,000 calorie meal altogether. Now, that, on top of the 8,000, so Buddy's gonna be at like around 12 or 13,000 calories after this. Bro, I probably can eat 13,000. I probably eat 13,000 calories in like a whole fucking week, bro. Probably in a whole week.
but we gotta get this show on the road.
Walter ate 2 large sandwiches for lunch, so I ordered the Subway Philly sandwich. Needless to say, I was a big fan. I was surprised because this actually tasted like an authentic cheesesteak. The combination of the steak, American cheese, peppers, onions, and mayonnaise made this a fantastic sandwich.
I gotta give a quick shout out to Subway. That was a 10 out of 10 sandwich.
Even though I had 1 sandwich left,
Woo!
I moved to the next part of Walter's lunch.
Now I gotta get on over to my...
Those fries look nasty as hell, boy. Ugh. Bro, come on, bro. You make so much money. Why don't you just go buy some better looking fries than that? I already know. Wait, look at that fry. It don't even look cooked, bro. Those fries look nasty. Ugh.
Mound of fries, which I'm gonna wash down with some sugar-free ketchup. It helps cancel out all the calories.
Unsurprisingly, the fries tasted like French fries. If you're new to the channel, I really love French fries.
If you guys know me, you know I'm team waffle fry, but to me, building a mound of waffle fries just sounded really weird. So I figured I would just make a mound of regular fries. Yeah, I have so many carbs inside me. Woo!
Even though I was starting to get full, I still had an entire Subway sandwich to eat after this.
We gotta get on over to my last Subway sandwich right here, which is arguably one of the best Subway sandwiches on the Subway sandwich menu. Wow, that's so many vegetables. Why the f did they put this many vegetables on there?
Even with the unnecessary amount of vegetables, this sandwich...
Bro's had a loaf of bread so far on top of 2-foot-long breads. Bro, again, bro, I just don't understand how bro hasn't popped yet, bro. I don't know how he hasn't popped or how he's still living after he's gonna have get diabetes at some point. Type 1, bro. Like, I don't understand, bro. He's probably eating like a pound of salt.
which tasted mind-blowing. But unfortunately, all this bread was really starting to hit me.
Man, I've eaten so much bread today. Ooh.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
But fortunately, I was able to push through and finish off the sandwich.
Well, I got done all the fries, the subs. Fortunately, I still have this Coca-Cola left over, which I'm gonna use in my next food adventure. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the rest of this Coke for now.
Because I didn't finish the Coke, lunch was a fail. The number I rolled next was 5. At this point, I had taken down just over 15,000 calories, and I hadn't even gotten to the hardest part of this challenge yet.
Damn, bro.
All right, everyone, just a quick status update as I head to the store to grab my next round.
Alright, he act like he failed, bro. I've seen you eat 100,000 calories, bro. I've never seen bro fail at any food challenge, bro. You could have got that last sip of Coca-Cola down, bro. You just
Candy bar.
You just wanted to get more candy bars, I guess.
I'm not doing very well. My stomach.
This whole thing's like a scheme. This shit easy to him. Eating this whole meal is easy to him, bro. That's what it'd be like. That's what it's giving, bro. You could have. It was like a swig of Coke left.
like a black hole full of French fries, bread, and a lot of regret right now. Ugh. All I gotta say is that volume-wise, the final meal is gonna be the biggest meal in this entire challenge. And the last challenge was a complete fail. And the last thing I wanna do is fail 2 challenges in a row for you guys. So let's just say this is about to get pretty crazy. Ooh, those sandwiches are not sitting very well right now.
I picked out the rest of my candy bars and it was time for snack number 2.
I'm actually pretty excited to try 2 of these because I've never had them before. I also got my Coke. Taste the rainbow. Why did I just say that? It's Skittles, not Coke. Ugh. I'm gonna start with the Zero bar.
I was pleasantly surprised by the taste of the Zero bar. It was an explosion of almond, peanut, and caramel nougat.
That's tasty, right?
Finally, I had to get to the Snickers bar.
Where my Snickers people at?
You can never go wrong with the Snickers bar. But the bar I had next has a special place in my heart.
Three Musketeers.
This was
Ugh! A Three Musketeers. A Three Musketeers has a special place in your heart. Oh hell nah, bro. Bro, Three Musketeers is the worst, top 5 worst candy bar, bro. I'm not gonna lie, them shits are nasty.
was good, but the bar I had next really stole the show.
My first time trying a Carmelo bar.
Them bust though, I ain't gonna lie, them bust.
Let's take a moment. Oh my goodness, look at that action. Look at that caramel.
It's bad enough that John Husted voted to kick Ohioans off their health insurance. But it's worse that he did it to give tax cuts to billionaires. Tell John Husted, hands off our health care.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
Action. Whoo! Oh my goodness.
One word, legendary. Biting into this Carmelo bar was like a symphony of chocolatey deliciousness.
10 out of 10. That was amazing. Speaking of amazing, it's time to get to one of my favorite chocolate bars out there, the Butterfinger. And if you made it up into this point of the video, pause the video and drop a chocolate bar emoji down below in the comments. Ooh.
Damn, just between those candy bars is 1,600 calories, bro. That's damn near the whole day's worth for some people, bro.
Walter's second snack and lunch had been completed. Now it was time for dinner, the biggest meal of this entire challenge. I picked up a bottle of Coke and 4 ham steaks.
That was almost harder than eating this food.
An apple pie, and the most difficult part of the meal, the potatoes.
Exercise? I thought you meant extra pie. Okay, I definitely need a new joke now.
Walter's dinner beverage was a bottle of soda. He also ate 4 or 5 ham
Bro.
steaks for dinner.
Tastes like ham.
Bro just eats a entire fucking turkey every day, I guess. Bro, like, how do you eat that and not, like, throw the fuck up everywhere, bro?
Almost 2 pounds of protein this late into a challenge? I was seriously doubting I'd be able to complete this one.
These ham steaks are freaking huge.
Bro, oh my god. That shit looks so nasty, bro. I don't know how he stomachs this.
I'm very salty.
Thankfully, I was able to get the last ham steak down, but I was getting very full.
I'm not gonna lie, those ham steaks were a solid 1 out of 10. I have no idea why someone would want to eat a ham steak willingly.
Next up, a half dozen cobs of corn.
Shout out to everybody that knows the deliciousness of tahini. That's how you pronounce this. It's fucking delicious. Pardon my French.
With the addition of the tahini, this corn was actually pretty tasty. With only 1 cob left, there's something I had to say.
And I just gotta say, if this video gets 50,000 likes, I will attempt to eat the diet of the world's heaviest woman. So if you wanna see that, give the video a like if you
What do
haven't
you think is worse? Heaviest woman or heaviest man? Wait, I'm tripping. Definitely world's heaviest man.
already.
I finished off the last corn on the cob and set my sights on the food that was going to be the most difficult to get down, the potatoes.
Now it's time for me to move on to the most difficult part of this entire meal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking baked potatoes, bro. There's no way, like, he didn't make them loaded potatoes at least, bro. You can't just eat straight up 6 potatoes. That's no flavor. You gotta at least add some, like, sour cream, butter, cheese, something. Make it a loaded potato, but 6 straight, that's terrible.
Our healthy potatoes.
For dinner, Walter had a half dozen potatoes.
While I was in the store, I was wondering what I could eat these potatoes with, and I saw Smart Balance.
Bro's finna add an extra 2,000 calories on top of this.
I'll pick that up later. I don't think I've ever actually had this before, but I do see green, and it is called Smart Balance, so that obviously means we can use as much of it as we want, because it must be calorie free. Sarcasm.
After a generous amount of Smart Balance, it was time to get to work.
Well,
Bro, that shit probably, bro.
oh, it's gonna be rough.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's okay, bro. You don't gotta do this to yourself, bro. You can edit all this out, come back later, be in the exact same shirt. Like, bro, it's okay, bro. You don't gotta do this to yourself, bro. This is killing you. Like, I wouldn't even be mad if you're doing that, bro. Like, you look like you're 170, 65 pounds-ish, bro. Like, you're not supposed to be eating 13 pounds worth of food in one sitting, bro. It's okay, bro. You can edit this out, come back later. Like, nobody would be mad at you, bro.
Oh, hey, this is gluten-free. Oh. All right, these potatoes are just like bricks in my stomach right now.
I did the only thing I could do in the situation.
Thank goodness we have some wow sauce.
At this point, I felt like a human water balloon, and wow sauce wasn't helping with the fullness.
Oh, I can't say WOW moment right now because I feel like if I do, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm good.
With the ham steaks I put down earlier, each potato was getting harder and harder to eat, so I decided to make a decision.
Oh my goodness.
Bro throws in the same.
I felt like this.
Makes a decision. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Goes, takes the shit. Comes back, devours the rest of the meal with ease.
The last challenge too.
That
Except
shit
it
looks like a void, bro. Every time he takes a shit, he just dumps out all the fullness in his stomach, bro.
was bagels and not potatoes doing this to me. Well, everybody, here's the deal. There's no way I'm gonna be able to finish this potato and this pie right now. It's currently 9:16 right now, which means I have about 2.5 hours left in this day. So I'm gonna chill out and actually do something that I feel like I should do. I can barely see you guys over my stomach. Oh, this is embarrassing. Let's make a little deal. If I've gained over 14 pounds, you have to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. If I gain under 14 pounds, you can unsubscribe.
Bro's ate like 20 pounds of food, bro. He's definitely gained that much weight. But how much of it do you think he actually keeps the next day? I would say he probably loses half, keeps half. So probably like, if he gained 15 pounds, he probably gained tomorrow morning that stays on him like 7.5 pounds.
From my channel. Let's weigh in.
My pre-challenge weight was 169.2 pounds. My current weight, 184.7 pounds. A gain of over 15 pounds. After over an hour of digestion time, I came back to finish the fight. I had less than a half an hour to get down this massive serving of apple pie. The rest of the soda.
That shit looked dangerous, bro. It's just been sitting there 2 hours, bro. That shit looked dangerous. Ain't no way bro getting that down.
And the last potato. With the massive amount of starch I'd consumed over the day, finishing this meal was gonna be a battle.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, he looks rough. Look at him, bro. Like, you don't gotta do this to yourself, bro. Like I said, bro. Like, no one's blaming you, bro. You're trying to eat the world's heaviest man's diet, bro. He weighs 500 more pounds than you, bro. You good. You don't gotta do this.
Well, it is 11:30 right now, and the food baby is quite large. Like usual, I look 27 months pregnant. I should be on the next cover of GQ. Oh, the thought of putting this potato in my mouth is just absolutely repulsive right now.
Ugh.
Thank goodness for zero sugar whipped cream.
I dove headfirst into the apple pie. At this point, I felt like my stomach had detached from my body, but the finish line was in sight.
I feel like I'm about to give birth to a baby made of Subway sandwiches and toast. The apple pie's been eliminated. All I gotta say, everybody, is that it's gonna be a long time before I touch another potato. We've done it. I've successfully eaten like the world's heaviest man for one day. Man, that was rough.
If you
Like, bro has free will and still decides to do this shit, bro. That's insane, bro. I don't understand. Like, someone please explain to me how someone can eat this much and not die. Straight up, bro. Straight up, bro. But if y'all made it this far, man, thank y'all. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button. Feel me? I'm posting every day. Every single day. So, look. Man, that was a cool little video. Again, I would die. Meal 1. I would die, bro. But thank y'all for watching, man. Peace.
Little nigga better back up. 40s from 2-3, smack you harder than a Mack truck. Send the link and die, but y'all ain't really with the cap stuff. I know these niggas really bitch, they just act rough.